Accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
It's in the game.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi before the game. Obviously, they are using conference pride as a rallying point here today. There's a ton of motivation in this game between the ACC and Big 12 opponents. They both want to prove they are the next power conference, but that all starts on the field today. Coach said, we have got to go out and set the tone. I want physicality at the line of scrimmage. Show them who the big league really is. Back to you.
My thanks, Holly. Good stuff. They bring them down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Here's the second down play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that second level, and here, they're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
Grab behind the line, it's Coleman. Breaking ankles out there. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And the Cowboys lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. Five-yard pickup on first down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play-calling options here. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Grab down the middle. It's Young. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, you can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Pittsburgh's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This is a young quarterback who won the job, and his lack of experience hasn't really shown so far this year, Joel. Can he step up in this moment?
Chris, the message from his coaches was pretty clear as they told us. You take the plays that the defense gives you, and if he does that, he's going to continue to have success. If he tries to search for something more, that's when he can get himself in trouble. But as a young player, you go out there, you execute, take those easy throws, and you're going to have success. That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
Receiver in motion now. And that pass falls incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this time it's complete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Can he get there on the ground? He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on 3rd down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it in the open. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. It's Oklahoma State on top now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Play fake, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Bringing pressure. It's complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is so valuable for a defense to get the offense off schedule on first down. A nice tackle for loss, and now it's second and long.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They look to throw it here on second down. With sure hands, it's Hawkins. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Sees an opening. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Chris, that's a beautiful release by this wide receiver. Watch as he creates the space on the slant route, and now it's just about an accurate throw. And if you can frame this ball up and allow the wide receiver to run through the pass, now you're going to get some yards after the catch, which is exactly what happens.
The Cowboys pick up enough to get a first down there. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a good response from this defense after the big play. They're able to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback. I tell you what, that's the mark of a group that just continues to go out there and play in and play out. Beautiful job getting back there, getting to the quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Barnes. They bring him down after a short gain there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position. You're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Oh, he's got open space. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Outstanding job up front. Look at the hole right here. The back has the counter play, this little misdirection, and it is wide open because of what they're doing up front. This offensive line is so good, and they are winning the line of scrimmage.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? He will not be caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That is such an important score and great execution from this offense here before halftime. An extra point away from tying it up. And they get the ball to start the second half. A chance to go from down in this game to leading in this game if they can go out and score in the 3rd quarter.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
2nd down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Now the Cowboys will spend their first timeout, trying to get points here before the half. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the Panthers now will take a timeout, their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit, and they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And Pitt calls their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
That is a very safe decision from this quarterback, expecting a little bit of a play after the catch from his wide receiver, and he just doesn't get it. Credit to this defense. There's just not a lot going on after the catch. They rally up, make the tackle in space, and now clearly a punting situation.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And Pitt now takes their final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. A solid gain of 7 on the completion sets them up now 2nd and 3. Quick throw testing the middle. With the catch, it's Knight. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here comes the rush. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Short gain makes it 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Cowboys will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Boy, defense gets away with one there. He's wide open, and he just drops that ball. They're going to have to adjust the coverage here because clearly this quarterback, he's seeing it well. He found the open man. They're not going to miss many of those.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. And the pressure's on. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he make it to the marker? He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, that's a great stop by the defense on third down, but this is just inches to go. I think you go for this. Maybe a quarterback sneak here and maybe a quick count.
The Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Young. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
That's a ball placement issue in my estimation. This quarterback has got to frame up those slant routes. When I say frame them up, that means you got to put the ball right on the body of your intended target. Basically make it impossible for him to drop it. But when it's not in the frame, that's a tough catch, in particular because you're going to put some heat on that slant route.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. Third down upcoming after that completion. Back to throw again. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He's got his man wide open. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
The Cowboys looking to keep this drive moving. On first down, it's play action. He pulls in the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they jump on top here in the second half.
The ability to operate quickly as a quarterback and throw the ball into tight windows, it is so important, in particular when you're throwing it into the end zone like this, and he's able to get it done for the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hicks. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Second down, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A sack like that on second down is a drive killer. Now third and forever, and now this pass rush, you know, is going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think one of the best things that this offense does is putting defenders in conflict. Here the linebackers have got to defend the run and also the wheel route out of the backfield to the running back. The defense got caught, and it's a huge play and a touchdown for this offense.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pocket breaking down. And the defense finally will get him down, and that sack will end the third period. So that's the end of the third quarter, and this game is still deadlocked. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for. The punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good coverage there. Zero gain on the return. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback, recognizing the zone cover numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
On the ground, it's Turner. He's got room to run. Look out. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Pitt. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You dream of these scenarios as a quarterback and as an offense. You're down, you've got to drive the field and put the ball in the end zone, and they're able to do it right here. What a great drive, great execution. They're able to take the lead.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The 5-yard gain is a win on 1st down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled, but 1st down.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Can the quarterback come through under pressure, down a score late here in the 4th? The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. That's a design quarterback keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. Now the Cowboys will spend their first timeout. And they spend a timeout now after gaining the 1st down. Looking for some space. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off, the offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football, and here on first down, you move the chains, you just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. So 2nd and 6 now for the pick up 4 on first. Looking to throw here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Now timeout Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. They've still got one more left to work with.
Well, give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice first down there.
He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback, and here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field, but again, it always comes down to protection.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Chris, you're always going to take the touchdown, and that's a clutch possession to get in the end zone. But there's a little time left here on that opposite sideline. If I'm the quarterback, I'm thinking to myself, you bet. Give me the rock. Give me a chance.
They still need this extra point to top. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. Breaking into the clear. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35.
As a quarterback in this situation, you can't take chances with the football, but boy, you've got to play a little bit of high risk, high reward to try to get this ball into field goal range.
First down here for this offense. He's looking to throw. He fires downfield. Oh, what a grab! And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And now the unique experience of a college football overtime. The format is unique. A coin toss will decide the choice of playing on offense or defense. Most teams choose to play defense first, and then each side will get a possession beginning from the plus 25-yard line.
You're exactly right, Chris. You want to play defense so you would know exactly what you need to do with your offensive possession here in the first overtime. But this is an opportunity for your coordinators, your play callers, your head coach to take stock. What worked for you during the course of that last quarter or the second half, and lean into those things. Where are you having success? Those are the plays that you need to call right here.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's a good start right there. Not a huge play down the field, but certainly something that you can build on from a rhythm standpoint. And as the pressure increases in overtime as a quarterback, you've got to rely on your timing, your ball placement. Those are the things that'll carry the day.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
So here we go, 3rd and medium. This defense trying to get a stop here and force an overtime field goal attempt. Handing off on the draw play. Brought down short of that 1st down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play-action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
It's up and good. He's got the field goal to put him up 3 here in overtime. So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow. A pitch and catch to win it. What a moment for this quarterback and this receiver. You get involved in a play like this, it's remembered forever, Joel.
Chris, you walk out onto the field and you know a touchdown wins it. There is a lot of freedom in that possession. You can see that freedom with the way that he plays. That was so smooth, and he executed that perfectly. Beautiful ball, beautiful catch. They're going to win this game. What a moment for this group.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers against the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
Minnesota's head coach told me before the game he is really using this team with motivation in this moment. Big Ten versus the Big 12. As you know, the Big Ten has been so dominant here lately in college football, but the Big 12 starting to make some noise. With Texas Tech in the playoff last year, BYU and Utah making some noise. They believe this is a league on the come-up. They want to show it here today on the field against the Big Ten. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The Knights offense comes on the field first today. We are pumped up for today's Cotton Bowl. This building has provided so many memorable moments, so much drama in the CFP era, Joe. Hoping for another classic today.
Yeah, you think about great Cotton Bowls. Johnny Manziel, remember him running around against Oklahoma? That was a legendary performance. Or even Jack Sawyer with that scoop and score over Texas in the national semifinal. Let's hope that we get something even more legendary here in this version of the Cotton Bowl.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Barnett. Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Four-yard gain makes it second down and 6 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
The Knights will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. So Minnesota's offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. And all eyes on this running back. He's been so productive all year, but Joe, also his experience, the way that he exudes confidence, kind of contagious for this offense, I think.
I couldn't have said it better, Chris. He raises the level of his teammates' play around him. It's his vision, it's his burst. He holds on to the football, does everything well. He's the most reliable player.
They can't get him to the ground. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is exactly what makes this tight end one of the best tight ends in America. You can get him the ball in space, and he's able to make people miss. His athleticism is off the charts.
So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. Trying to find room. It's Taylor. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on 3rd and long.
Well, Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at him getting the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
And the Golden Gophers will have to punt this one away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. first play of this drive now from the 35. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Hands it off on the counter. Quick juke to get free. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the pocket. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30.
It's an outstanding job by this quarterback of seeing the coverage down the field, but also seeing the rush lanes and the opportunity to get on the outside and use his legs. And he's able to just move the chains right away, step out of bounds, and avoid the hit. Really nice job.
The Knights will have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Open field ahead. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, Chris, we knew explosive plays were going to play a huge part in this game, and here the field is totally flipped on the RPO, the run-pass option. Great read from this quarterback. He gives it to his back, and you can see once the lane is there, he's got great explosiveness in the open field, and it's a huge gain for the offense.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So as we reach the end of the first quarter, still scoreless. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, second and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. When we talked with this coaching staff, they said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. They'll try a pass here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. Out of bounds after a solid gain. Moves the ball across the 40.
Well, this is a great job by this offense of just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
The Golden Gophers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
That screen fooled nobody. Great recognition from the corner. As soon as the ball was snapped, he recognized what was going on, got into the backfield, and blew it up for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Here comes the pressure. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge...
He's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
This is one of my favorite concepts in football. Just a simple tight end drag route. The key is, as a quarterback, you've got to be on time. If you're on time, you allow that tight end to run after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. A huge defensive score.
Great defenses take mistakes from the offense and they make them really pay, and that's exactly what happens here. This quarterback forces the ball into a precarious spot, and it's not only a pick, but it's taken back for 6. You want to make a mistake? We are going to hammer.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes the score 7-3. offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. We start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. So 2nd and 6 now for the pickup 4 on first. To the air, it's Barnett. It's a quick grab. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Knights go ahead and call their first timeout here. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass not complete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. He stopped short of that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Knights will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner looking to create better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion. Chris, that is outstanding defense. Normally the running back out of the backfield, he's open, and the quarterback knows that he can just check it down, but the defense is all over him. Nice hit right there as the ball arrives.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a 1st down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Thompson. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
The Golden Gophers moving quickly down the field here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Oh, and he fumbles. Falls on it himself to avoid disaster. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Coming after him. And he's sacked. Huge play by the defense to set up a 3rd and long.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And it's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
Tight end goes in motion. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This quarterback has been under duress all day long, and here it's much of the same. He's hit as he throws, creating the incompletion. They've got to shore up this protection.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Heading left after the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looks left and finds his target there. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Chris, I know that was a safe decision from the quarterback, but I don't mind it. They're in field goal range, and you're just picking up a few extra yards to make that kick an easier kick. That's a good decision, and now an opportunity for some points.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. It's a shotgun run call. Spinning out of the tackle. He's got some space. Look out. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Second down after that previous play. And it's Minnesota in front, Joel. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Design quarterback run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Here's the handoff. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Really impressive assignment football from this defense. You got to set the edge, and then you got to pursue, and you got to run after that football hard, and this defense is able to do it, and then they're able to make the tackle on the outside. I love a defense that'll get after it from an effort perspective. Look at these guys run to make the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Contact as he let the ball go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Chris, I know they would love to stay on the field and put this ball in the end zone. A field goal doesn't really do anything, but hear me out. If they kick this field goal on fourth and long, they can get the ball back. They rely on their defense, get the ball back, then a field goal wins it on your next possession.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the field goal is good.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hayes. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Working clock with the ground game. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice productive game for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And the Knights go ahead and call their first timeout here. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
UCF now spending the second timeout of the half. We've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Another great move. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Minnesota. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. To the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy that was going to have to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense, and yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He finds his man. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
The Knights with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. Dropping back, it's Barnett. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, I've never been a huge fan of the screen pass on first down because the defense is in base defense. Generally speaking, they're ready to defend the run or the pass, and to successfully throw a screen, you've got to get those defensive linemen up the field in an obvious passing situation.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. After the pick could go down in the end zone, that's a touchback. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.